was displayed, and all of the companions stood me near me. Mrs. Thomas looking, and slowly they told her that I told him below. And slowly have gathered just as many as I can for this occasion. And I am so happy that I am instrumental in this so great message. Giving you the lonely occasion, I assure you, and of course you'll have much video, but the ridicule is not as it was 100 years ago. Thank you.
Yes, this is Margaret Fox, the mother of the 3 Fox girls and son David. How different it is on earth today than it was in 1848. Oh, do I remember the grief, the chagrin, the slight and the ridicule we passed through, because my little children were fortunate enough to be sensitive, to be an instrument that people might speak from another world. Time indeed has marched on, and the people of the earth have marched with them. One of the most important things has been the watching and the growth of Mr. Bell, the man that lived in the little Hydeville cottage and was responsible for the physical death of the peddler. When he reached these shores, because he had taken that physical life, it has taken him a long time to work out of that condition of ignorance. He has worked through it all, and the help came to him, for he gave a contribution to the people of earth. Oh, my goodness, he will never know the suffering and the heartache I went through. We were all religious. We read our Bible. And oh, what a day it was when we were told that the devil was seeking us. How grateful we were to find that there was no such thing as a devil, that through the instrumentality of my children, the greatest message the human world had ever witnessed and experienced in ages was about to take place. Oh, can I say to you, the misery that we went through, but it was all worthwhile, all worthwhile. Yes, this is Katie Fox. Greetings to the earth once again. I had many shortcomings and many frailties, for which I am indeed sorry. But this power came into our hands without any understanding, without any guidance, and we was buffeted about as the buoy on the sea. And we did have many falls. It matters not what the personal faults of all of us may be. It does not blot or take away the integrity and the beauty of that truth that man lives after physical death, and under conditions suitable to the atmosphere and the people subject to the contact, they can communicate all of the things that we went through that were not good and wholesome. We have suffered them through here. But we pioneered a philosophy, a science and religion that has only touched the hem of the universal garment in days to come. This is Leah. My music has helped me in this sphere as it helped me upon the earth plane. The music of the spheres is with us all.
Good evening.
I'm so happy to be in my school. I'm grateful our efforts were not in vain, nor not forgotten by the people of the earth. That was attributed to Kathy and I, her failure. And I look back and see how we was faced upon and slighted. You people that promote spiritualism today are not persecuted or prosecuted as we were. We were totally unaware of any law. How I remember the bed was snatched from under us. The bed covers taken from us. Furniture thrown about the room. Pictures from the wall and dishes from the cupboard. And then the day the big collapse came, and it was my brother David that thought of the idea of spelling out the alphabet, and from that the message of the identity. The poor young Jewish peddler has gone far in this world, for he gave up what he thought was precious, a material life, and all of his wares to save the world that was held in bondage.
Mr. Bell, I am the man that was besieged with a great power of my control. A power that I had no control over. And was a lot of money, I told you that day. And the goods that the peddler had in his pack and his novelties. But since I have read on the book of life, whenever the truth was declared, a sacrifice was made. And in the Old Testament, you find sacrifices being made, people placing their offspring upon the altar to free another. So this power that caused me to take the physical life gave to the world a great message. I have been one that has suffered through it, but I have suffered, and it is true that the doorway to progression is never closed, and I have paid my debt, and now I am free and ready to help others.
You see, this is Mrs. Fox again, Margaret Fox, the mother. You know, we move from house to house, thinking that the first one that we received these manifestations was haunted. But still the voices and the rappings and the message came constantly. And oh, I'm so grateful to a few people. I'm so grateful to a few people that rallied around us and intelligently and steadily a condition where we could live in peace.
Anytime now that he wants the stage is ready.
People who may hear by voice. This is the Honorable John W. Edmonds. In the year of 1850, it was my privilege to investigate the work of the Fox Family Assistant. The phenomenal that it occurred. The phenomenal that was occurring. And it was with my friends and colleagues, Dr. Ray, Mr. Talbot, Horace Greeley, and a good many others. And I assure you that I received much ridicule, told in public press how demented I was. But I shall never forget when I was instrumental in bringing them to New York. And at that time I was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. I am declaring there was an infallible truth. When I look over the pages of history, when I review the archives here in this world, and then when I review what was 100 years ago, yea, the people of the earth are born for. It was with the greatest difficulty that we were able to gather and hold little group circles. And now today, you have an electrical device. You have your radios. You have all types of modern equipment. You have this instrument here that I have been informed that will record my spirit voice. You will always find dissension and ridicule. When anything is real, I will, especially that has to do with the philosophy, the religion, and the freedom of the race. You will always find much dissension. But I can remember when Margaret came to Corinthian Hall to hold a meeting, they were trembling before the awe-stricken. And we had to have the policeman there in order to hold back the people that was ridiculing and jeering them. What a wondrous thing it is to know that they surmounted that jeering, and even though they permitted and allowed themselves to deviate from the strict lines of the ethic and natural law. And we knew they succumbed to weaknesses of the flesh. The weakness is the herald of great truth. A man lives. Oh, grave, where is thy victory? O death, where is thy sting? And now in these 100 years, we have all advanced so very far that we are able to teach people how to coordinate and organize. 100 years ago, there was no such thing as organization of a mental force. So up there, they maintained under such a dreadful contact and deception any semblance of order or sanity. And it matters not what the outside world of criticism may say about the pioneers. Hail to them, and you people today upon the earth should be filled with gratitude for the pioneers that flame blazers, the pathfinders of another day. The truth of these things of immortality and survival is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And the 100th year has done so many beautiful things to the denizen of the earth plane. I understand today as I did not understand in that other day, that here upon earth we are placed to meet the experiences. This is a voice that has been silenced by physical death for years and years. But to see the voice of spirit echoing again into the hearts and minds, let this new bird herald you to the highest pinnacle within your being. Awake and find the new birth within you. Be courageous and brave today, for you are placing now in your universe and in the world in which you live a force and power that will spell destruction and annihilation to the human family if some wave does not come. And as the wave of this great point of contact and survival came into being 100 years ago, the invisible voices heard today again. there must be a new power, new force raised within you, and that will save the family. Those apples that came were wonderful and your voices, and the demonstration of the writing of voices must come again to bring the necessity of saving the world from itself. I was deeply immersed in political powers. Perhaps it was not of the greatest advice that ever made its stage, but we had not stooped to the bartering of today, but rather what is one of a kind waits for no one. Today is the day of fulfillment. We come. Personally, I have been asked to give my voice. And again, I will repeat after this 100 years of the absolute proof and demonstration, and now of knowledge, that the right is immortal. There is no end to soul and spirit, the body goings and changes, coming again in another form. Of the indestructible total life. This is the soul of man that survives, and in this mental world we have opportunities of going on and all of the stages of progression. That the human family, they'll turn up their minds in simplicity and hearken unto the call of the silent world of space. It's your world. Hail to the spiritualists. This is the spiritualists. They in time may have a right to echo out into the universe that the land tidings. There is no death, and there are no dead. Okay.
Friends of another world, my name is Emmett Wilson. Instrumental in the early days of spiritualism's introduction to America, we met with ridicule. Today you're meeting with a different kind of ridicule. You are meeting with an opposition today. It was looked at 100 years ago as something mysterious, and throughout these 100 years, through the various channels of contact, survival has been proven again and again. The opposition that the spiritualist movement is meeting with today is because they have made such rapid strides in progress, and because their other denominations and fellow religionists have found that they have a marvelous truth. They are fearful lest it become so strong that it would blight their orthodox movement, their words of creed, and old churchianity. So the opposition you have today is healthy, and now it only remains for the people of this modern age and in this new century to have the stick-to-itiveness and to have the great impulse to carry on where our pioneers firmly builded their ground. Emmett Wilson, was a colleague of Dr. King that married Maggie Fox. I watched the birth in many ways. You are here to stay. The philosophy, the religion, and the sciences here to stay. There will be some of the methods used by various medias changed and altered, but it is all for the good. I come with a blessing from the pioneers, saying that the trail they blazoned and the work that they done 100 years ago is written indelibly on our walls here, and they are reaping the harvest. And every one of you that hears my voice, so be inspired that it is necessary and essential, children of earth, for you to carry on. It matters not how small or how great. Carry on, carry on. Some must hold the banner high, and some must work to retain order. And this planet that you are living in that is so filled with dissension and infested in rot. The same temptation 100 years ago is running wild in the minds of people today. The only difference in the temptation of 100 years ago is there's more polish today, and it comes with different garments and clothes on, and you would never suspect it. But every one of you are channels and torchbearers, and according to your willingness to blazon the trail and have the courage of your conviction, will you lighten the path for others. Bless every one of you. Hail to this great truth. It is here to stay no matter how many centennials or how many celebrations you have. It is a truth. Good day, my fellow colleagues. So happy to be here again. When will the world ever stop condemning me? Do they not realize that we were all so young? We were all spoiled. People of great wealth dazzled us with material things, but no one ever worked harder than we worked, for we were called upon by the people of earth to constantly give our demonstration and counsel, and a greater calling was from the world I now dwell in, for they had again opened the door. They were so anxious to bring their message true. Again I say, whatever humanity embraces in the way of progress is misunderstood. But 100 years ago came the greatest revelation, and you will see in another centennial greater work than in the past 100 years. Well do I remember Emmett Wilson when he sat in my circles, Rochester, Washington, and New York. Well do I remember the public press criticizing him. We took that criticism, and now today we are so fortified that though all people like an Emmett Wilson comes and organizes and fortifies the medium, the security of contact is so much easier today than it was 100 years ago. We knew nothing of protection. We knew nothing of the protection of the American redskin. And today they are fortifying the workers. And here, may I say, a word to those pioneer Americans, those American redskins. Let every media, let every channel be surrounded with them, for they understand the law of nature and can protect them. And no matter whether other people say they are ignorant, close your eyes to that. May I say to every one of you, hear only what is good to be heard, see only what is valuable to one another, and none of the things that are heaped upon you by inferior substance will infest or destroy your way. This is Maggie speaking. Good night.
There's a good many people here tonight, Curtis.
That's wonderful, dear.
Are you ready to record?
Yes, all right, dear.
People of Earth, greetings. Since I am the individual around which so many things have transpired, and through the happenings of me in my day came the birth of a new cult, a new religion. Yes, I'm the peddler, Charlie Rosner. True, I was murdered for my material wares. Came to this world long before my allotted time. I've learned that since I've been here. It is my firm belief that it had to take place in order that someone may be a martyr. And it seems like the Jews are allotted for martyrdom. I'm grateful through the powers that released me, for I was earthbound for some time. But I can say from the earnestness of my heart, I'm glad my body was destroyed. For every moment of my life, I have eulogized now since I have been free, because I was instrumental in a new revelation. I don't see why religions have to differ. They have the common understanding of immortality. I see no need for all this bickering and the difference of opinion. But I know now that I had to meet that physical ending, that the world might start over anew with law and order. There is a God.
and the God is a supreme power, and it's everywhere in the universe. But people do not know that God until they become godly in their thoughts and their deeds and their acts. The innocence of my purpose in life has done much to help me climb to higher heights. And if in the last 100 years there's been a few people brought to the point of thinking and realizing for themselves that they meet their own heaven and hell every day, happiness or unhappiness, then I'm grateful of what happened to me. For it didn't hurt the real moving principle of me. It only hurt the house I brought in. And true, I was quite a while before I had another house to live in. But that's what happens to everybody unless they have some sort of an understanding or knowledge, a practical knowledge of the things of life. And when I look over the past 100 years and see how you people below us have spent your time bickering in lawsuits, in possessions, in wars, spending all your energy and time and trying to get ahead of the other fellow. After 100 years may I come to the earth and say, all teachings of religion is in vain. If Jesus Christ has not risen from the tomb, that man did rise from the dead, and he knew it. But it's possible for every one of you to awaken from your tomb, just like I did. It took the little children to unearth me. And while you people think you are celebrating at our expense on the earthplane for 100 years, may I remind you we're having a glorious reception in these realms of awakening, where everything is beautiful and not turmoil, for we've earned it. Surely, my form of murder was a crucifixion, and that story always tells effort and reward. Your reward, folks, is just what your effort is in your everyday life. Stop your fighting and quarreling and go on living, knowing that God is your strength, a present help in every moment of need. And although earth may fall, mountains may rise before you, God is always the same. Why don't some of you people awaken to that reality? That's really what our message is. I word it again of 100 years ago. I'm glad I was the martyr that set people to thinking, and the little children led them, and as they grew to men and women, they were persecuted and prosecuted because they dared to stand for something new, revealing every moment of your life something new. Which isn't goodbye, folks, but climb on, folks, because you're going to live just like I did, no matter what happens to your body.
Oh my, wasn't that lovely?
It was, Leah.
People. Yes, and though I was criticized, this is Katie Fox, the mental condition that I went through watching my sister Maggie for Lizzie, her grief for Cain and the abuse that she had. But oh, we're all free now, and it is all worthwhile. The only difference today and in my day, your work comes through easier, and mediums are protected. We're all so grateful to be here. This is Leah, Underhill, to greet you on this occasion. And we're happy in all of these years that you've not forgotten us and our efforts. We did a great deal to bring forth something of a nature that could help people. We did much. We stood all of what was handed to us. But here we know that we did the bidding of the higher call, for we have been rewarded in it by carrying on greater work to the higher realm.
This is Dr. Griggs, and all dear children of Earth. Today, and this year of 1948, each of you recognize your responsibility in this great message of immortality. The work that mystified the world 100 years ago has become rather common and ordinary today, and too many of you take it for granted, listen, enjoy, and thrive upon the manifestation, and then do nothing about the preservation or the future for yourself. Spiritualism's day is today and in the future. It is in your world as humanity's greatest goal, and shall go on and on forever.
Hello, everybody. This is Wally. I'm so happy to hear the little independent voice. To all of you people whom I've been privileged to meet from time to time. Every day is a celebration to us, for we come always with love in our hearts to do good and to be forgiving. The world of eternity is all around every one of you, but you have to open your eyes and tune in to find the beauty of it.
From our world we come, here wonders of earth, to give you the glad tidings